Hi everyone, this is a project called MealMind. It's an AI powered meal planning and grocery assistant. We built this for the Agentic AI capstone project to help users plan meals, manage pantry items, reduce food waste, and make the grocery planning easier. This is the pantry section, and the current section looks like this with number of categories like dairy products, fruit, grains, proteins, vegetables. The problem that we wanted to solve is that meal planning can become time consuming, especially when people have ingredients at home but do not know what to cook. Food can also expire before it is used, and dietary preferences or budget limits make planning more difficult. MealMind helps by checking pantry items, finding recipes, suggesting meals, and creating the grocery list based on what the user already has. Let me try to add an item cheese, quantity 1 in pieces, and let me put it under dairy category. The expiry date, if we click on add item, this is how the cheese got added freshly, and we can remove it after some time, and the item has been removed now under the dairy category. And this is the chat interface and some of the prompt suggestions that have been given. We chose an agent based approach because this task needs more than a simple chatbot response. The assistant has to reason across multiple things: pantry inventory, recipe data, nutrition, dietary restrictions, and budget. Instead of only answering the known questions, the agent can use tools, remember context during the sessions, and take useful actions like searching recipes or saving a meal plan. Before going to the demo, let me show you the architecture diagram. This is how it looks. The main architecture has a Gradio web interface on top where the user chats with MealMind and manages the pantry data. Behind that, we use the Google Anti-Gravity SDK to configure the main orchestrator agent. And there is a script called agent config. In this, the agent is connected to custom Python tools, an MCP server, security policies, hooks, and skills. There is another script called pantry server. Yeah. For tool integration, we built an MCP fast server. It exposes tools for pantry management, recipe search, nutrition lookup, grocery list generation, and meal history. For example, the agent is able to call tools such as list pantry, get expiring soon, search recipes, get recipe details, and number of other tools. And all these data is stored locally in JSON files, which makes the project easy to test and understand. Going for a live demo, let me take a sample prompt from here. Yeah. This is how the response has been generated. The prompt says, what's there in my pantry? I'm asking the agent any items expiring soon. And this is how it says, this is what your current pantry section looks like. And then the items that needs immediate action, the items which are about to expire soon, these are the expired ones, and which are about to expire, those are listed over here. We can try number of prompts. For now, let me show you another section called the grocery list or the recipe. The meal mind can also generate a grocery list. The useful part is that it subtracts the pantry items first, so the list focuses only on missing ingredients. This is meant to reduce the unnecessary purchases and making the shopping more organized. The recipe and meal plan tabs. This is the recipe tab and this is a meal plan. These two tabs, yeah, these are the two tabs. The useful part is that, yeah, I've explained the useful part. And these two tabs, they give a more visual way to review the available recipes and save it plans. There is another script that talks about the security policies here called policies. We also added security features. The project uses the deny by default policy. So tools are blocked unless they're explicitly allowed. And here we have an MD file. The agent, yeah, we used an agent skills to give the meal mind more specific behavior. And then we deployed it. There is one more script called deploy hugging face. Yeah. And this is how it has been deployed in the hugging face. So this is all about our app called MealMind.